The purpose of this video is to provide guidance on the use of personal protective equipment, PPE, in the classroom and on campus to ensure the safety of our instructors, staff, and students during the COVID-19 pandemic. Before leaving your home or residence hall each day, be sure to log on to the Symptom Checker in the Penn State Go app. The Symptom Checker keeps you aware of the current symptoms associated with the virus and if steps need to be taken for self-quarantine. Having a proper fitting mask is critical to limiting the spread of infectious droplets in the air. Your mask should fit tightly and completely cover your nose and mouth. Pick your mask up by the ear loops and secure them behind your ears. Adjust the nasal bridge of your mask for a secure fit. Once in position, avoid touching your mask as much as possible. As required by the Pennsylvania Secretary of Health and Penn State University, all instructors and students must wear masks and practice physical distancing when in campus buildings, or otherwise participating in Penn State-sponsored activities, and outdoors on campus if unable to maintain 6 feet distance between other individuals. Remember this saying, "My mask protects you, your mask protects me." Clear mask may be worn by instructors if working with students that have hearing disabilities, or if teaching language or communication courses where facial expressions must be visible. Face shields must be worn in laboratory setting or close contact instruction. Face shields do not replace the use of face masks, but should be worn in combination with a cloth or procedure mask. At the entrance to every building and classroom, there are signs to help remind us about proper masking, distancing, and hand hygiene. Physical distancing on campus, in hallways, and in the classroom is a critical element of maintaining a healthy environment here at Penn State. Remember, you're required to wear masks and maintain physical distance in hallways while moving to your classroom. Please don't arrive to your classroom too early, as the previous class will need time to leave the room. Avoid congregating in the hallways before your class begins to limit sustained contact with others. In each classroom, chairs have been arranged to maintain distancing. Markers have been placed on desks that are okay to be occupied. Some classrooms will have seats taped off or chairs removed to maintain physical distancing. While each classroom is cleaned daily by the university, it is recommended that each instructor clean their workspace, computer, and microphone. Basically any touch point prior to starting class. To properly clean the touch points, spray disinfectant onto a paper towel and wipe the area. After properly cleaning the microphone and cable, simply fasten the microphone's clip high to your shirt to best capture your voice. Remember to return the webcam to your desired position. Students are required to have and care for their own masks. If a student arrives to class without a mask, instructors should simply place a mask on a table or desk for the student to pick up and wear. If a student fails to adhere to these requirements during a class, instructors should remind the student, in a firm yet kind manner, of the masking requirement as described in the Student Code of Conduct and the Penn State COVID-19 Compact. The instructor should provide the student a mask. If the student refuses, the instructor may ask them to leave or dismiss the class. Students typically learn better and are more engaged when they have opportunities to apply their knowledge. Even in a physically distanced classroom, there are many ways to provide those opportunities. For instance, using a shared electronic document for notes, using Zoom to engage both in-person and remote students, and using pre-recorded video demonstrations. In each case, rich interaction is possible when properly supported by collaboration technologies. Food consumption is prohibited in the classroom. To ensure safety while drinking, use a container with a straw to drink without removing your mask. Masks do not need to be worn when eating or drinking in a private office or vehicle. When class is over, maintaining proper physical distance is important. When exiting a classroom, do so in an orderly way to maintain physical distancing between you and others. Those seated closest to the exit doors should leave first. If students have a need to ask the instructor a question, they should correspond with them electronically. Instructors should be sure to clean the workspace and anything they've touched after class as well. By following these guidelines and staying safe together, we hope to have a successful semester here at Penn State.